Do you have a septic tank? If you do, something that I highly recommend you address, especially before going into winter, is checking the filter. Many people don't realize that there's 2 chambers in the septic tank, and on the outlet end, most of the newer ones will have a filter that could possibly get gummed up, and then next thing you know, things start to back up. And if it's the middle of the winter and this happens and the ground's frozen and you can't access it, you're not going to be happy. So the first thing you have to do, obviously you got to find your septic tank. So if you're not familiar with finding your septic tank, you don't know where it is, the simple trick that I have used over the years is to get a piece of rod or a bar and a 4-pound hammer or a hammer of some sort to drive it down into the earth and find the concrete lid, and from there it's a lot of digging. So I'll show you what I use. So I typically use a piece of rebar, maybe about 2-3 feet long. Might need it longer if your tank's really deep down in the ground. Hopefully it's not, because it's not fun. And then a nice big hammer to find where you're going. So first thing, I already did this, located my lid, dug it all up. Now it's time to open up the cap, take a look inside and see how the filter's doing. So I've exposed my lid. As you can see, there are a couple handles on top of the lid. We're just going to pick this lid up, open up the tank. The lid is fairly heavy, so you may want to find someone to help you grab a side, can make things a little bit easier. But I'm going to open this up and we'll have a look inside. Now this is where things get fun and stinky. I already did this about a week ago, and thankfully before covering everything up, I thought I'd do a quick video just to share the process and how to go about doing it. So down inside the tank here, there's the outflow valve. This is the second half of the chamber. The first half is where all the solids, waste material gets collected. The juice and everything else flows across into a separate side of the septic tank, which is this side. From here, it's going to go to an outlet and into, in our case, we have a pumping chamber, which pumps it up to a raised bed. Not all septics will have a raised bed, some will be gravity fed, but in our case we have a pump chamber. And the nice thing about having a filter in there is you're going to prevent any sediment, waste getting through, getting pumped into the weeping bed, which over time is going to cause it to clog up and shorten the time length of the weeping bed. So I'm going to pull this out. Should still be clean. We'll see. If not, I'll give it another clean.
Okay, don't. Oh boy, that's disgusting.
So as you can see, this is pretty much the same condition it was. It is now from when I put it back in. It's super clean. I'm not going to worry about it. One very important thing after you've cleaned this, you're going to want to take this out, hose it off exceptionally well, make sure that all of these little grits here are clear, everything can flow through. There is an arrow on this pointing to the outlet. You want to make sure that you put it in the right way, otherwise you're going to have a bunch of problems, so you don't want to do that. So arrow facing out. Make sure you push it all the way down back in. And that's pretty much it. From here, I'm going to throw the lid back on, and then it's just a matter of backfilling, and I'm good for another year. Last thing you want, again, is middle of winter when things are frozen, have everything back up. I recommend doing it at least once a year. Thanks.